Good evening. Let me start by thanking everybody that came to High Point Solutions Stadium. I think the crowd at kickoff was exactly what I had said during the week. It is the best primetime crowd, primetime atmosphere in all of college football. There's no question about it. We didn't perform very well as a program tonight, and that begins with me and really filters through the entire program. We'll get back to work tomorrow. We got another very tough opponent on the road in our conference that we'll play next week, and we'll get back to work tomorrow. Questions?
Kyle, the first drive, you went 64 yards, 12 plays. What changed from there that you guys ended up punting 5 times after that in the first half?
We weren't effective enough running the ball. In the first half, we were 1 of 8 on third down. We couldn't keep drives going.
Coach, are there any positives you can glean from this defeat?
We'll watch the film, and we'll see if there's some individual performances and players that performed well. But other than that, we got to turn the page. We got another game coming in less than 7 days. We got to learn from this, see what applies next week, and then put our eyes forward. No different than we did last week when we were really excited about the outcome.
Kyle, do you have any update on Leonte?
No.
Just didn't come up for the second half due to
physically not able to play in the second half.
Kyle, the end of the drive ended with the Federico missed field goal. Did that, I don't know, suck some of the life out of the sideline, suck some of the life out of the team?
It's not the result you want. We put Kyle out there. I have confidence that he'll go out there and make that kick. We would like for him to have made that kick. But is that the reason? I don't think so.
Coach, Gauze and Longa combined for 34 tackles between the two of them. Obviously, they had a lot of opportunity. What can you say about their performance tonight, the heart they might have shown?
Well, those guys are 2 seasoned performers. They're guys that we count on. Quinton's a captain. Stevens played a lot of football here. He's always at the top of the tackle list. We count on those guys to make a lot of plays.
How do you begin to close the gap on a program like that has so much talent, so successful for so long?
We come back and we go back to work tomorrow. I don't know that there's any other way to do it. It's not, I think similar questions could have been asked when we played Michigan State last year, and then you come back a year later and it's a different kind of game. I remember being here in 2005 and we played Cincinnati and we had a pretty good day, and then the next year they beat us. And then I remember in 2005 playing Louisville, and they had a pretty good day against us in 2005, and then in 2006 we beat them. So year to year, the people change. For us as a program, we just got to get back to work tomorrow.
Kyle, can you talk about why you put Hayden in when you did and what you saw from him out there?
I thought it was an opportunity to get him some experience, to let him operate the offense. At times I thought he did a good job, but the most important thing he got tonight was experience, and now he's got something that he can build on as he goes forward.
Did you think about going him at all before the game was at that score?
No.
What did you think of Chris's performance tonight?
I don't think it was one of Chris's better performances, and I don't think Chris got a lot of help. Yeah, as you guys have heard me say before, when we don't run the ball effectively, it makes the third downs very uphill. When the third downs get very uphill, it's hard on every quarterback. And 1 of 8 in the first half pretty much sums that up. So, Chris will be better for it. We'll get better. We'll learn from this. But Chris isn't the only one that's got to play better. There's a lot of guys out there that have to play better.
Kyle, with how physical Ohio State is on offense, did the defense get worn down a little bit having to get on the field so much in the late first half kind of deal?
I didn't feel like that. I didn't feel that way. They're a very talented football team. They've got tremendous playmakers. There's a reason why I think they've won 27 straight regular season Big Ten football games. They've got a good scheme and they've got very talented players in the scheme. So I didn't feel like anybody got worn down, but I thought we had opportunities to make plays we didn't make.
Coach, you seem to be shutting down the passing game early in the first half, and then in the second half, the running game just really opened up. What was your scheme going in, and kind of what did you see during the course of the game that forced you to make adjustments?
You got to give me a little bit more specifics when you ask me about the scheme part of it.
You seem to be trying to stop the pass in the first half, early in the first half. They didn't make much progress in the run game, but in the second half, they really opened up the run game. What adjustments did you see that they made?
Adjustments that they made? Well, I think I think they were running their offense. You'd have to ask them exactly, what their adjustments were. I wouldn't want to speak to what they did without having seen it on film. But we went into the game knowing that they have a lot of playmakers in a lot of spots. So you try to keep them off balance. You want to have a mix of coverage and a mix of pressure. But when you pressure, you're going to put stress on the corners. Now you're playing man coverage, and there was a couple balls that got away from us, while we played man coverage, and then now you're playing a little bit more zone as the game goes on. But above and beyond that, I don't know how much more specific I can get with you.
Kyle, what makes Barrett so tough? I think in the last 2 games against you guys, he's accounted for like 10 touchdowns.
Here's what makes him so difficult to defend as a football player. You look at him in the run game, 13 carries for 104 yards. You say, all right, there's a really athletic running quarterback. But then, as a passer, he's 14 of 18. I mean, he is the prototype dual threat quarterback, and he puts a tremendous amount of stress on your defense whenever he has the football, because he can run it like a running back, and he throws it very well like a quarterback.
I was wondering if you could just share what you told him after the game and just kind of what their mood is right now.
My message does not change a lot based on the result, because we're going to come back in tomorrow and we're going to evaluate this performance. Everybody in the room is going to be evaluated, and then we're going to make the corrections, and then we're going to put our eyes forward, because some of the corrections we need to make are going to apply next week. Some of the corrections that we need to make aren't going to apply next week. They may not apply for 2 or 3 weeks, but next week's going to be a different opponent, different schemes, different matchups, and the clock's already ticking.
2 more questions.
Kyle, what did you see from Jarius Adams?
He's competing. He's competing. We've got some young guys out there in the secondary, and all I can ask of them is to come out every day and compete and get better. And I feel like Jarius is doing that. I feel like Isaiah is doing that, and I think they got bright futures.
Coach, Patton gets a touchdown at the end there, his first of the year. After being on the field a fair amount and contributing to the team, were you happy to see him be able to get into the end zone there?
Certainly happy that the play was executed and that it ended up in the end zone. I don't go into it thinking about whether or not Andre has scored a touchdown or not. If it happens within the scope of the offense, I think that's a good thing. Andre's a very valuable guy to us. He does a lot of different things. The 3rd down catch he made early in the game last week was huge. So Andre's having a good year for us. I don't think there's any significance to the fact that this might have been his first touchdown. I think there'll be a lot more in his future. Thank you.